Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For tracks, obviously.
On the lot.
He became steel resistant.
Guys, welcome to another live podcast for Earthworks Hub. I'm your host, Ivan Orlovic, here every Sunday on Instagram at 8 p.m. Thank you for joining me. I have confirmation that the microphone is working, so I'm very, very happy with that. A couple of big shout outs, and before I do that, actually, it's a massive, massive night. So tonight is huge, lots of stuff happening. I'm looking at my notes, and I don't even know if I'm going to get through all this. So let's see how we go. But thank you to ADM Civil for joining, Hydrolink Water Sewer, Coastwide Mini Excavations, Chris Bay, Mighty Equipment, Jacko's Earth Moving, how are you? Vinetech Machinery, Semco Anthony, Chris Feldbauer, is that right? TNS, how you going? Vogue Landscaping, Ardenado, Prenda Civil, O'Neill Earth Moving, Sydney Rockwalls, Adam Civil, how are ya? Coops, how you going? Thank you. There's a heap of people on here already. Good to see you all on, especially all the guys that keep coming back. I love it, man. It's good. We've got a good crowd. I love this little community that we've built, and I'm glad to have you all as a part of it. All right, M. Attard's joined Living Form Landscapes as well, so thank you very much. Coastwide, you're saying, go get him, brother. I love it. Thank you very much, man. I love it. Heaps to go. Like I said, it's a jam-packed evening. So it's Sunday, the 24th of August, 2025. A couple of things. Don't forget, this stuff is all recorded, so if you have to go a bit early or by chance you didn't hear something and you want to go back and listen to it, this all gets recorded. It gets posted up on Patreon first, so all the members get priority. They get to listen to it first. And if you haven't become a member, by the way, go and join now. But yeah, Patreon first, then it goes on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple as well. So, and there's a couple of other ones, some smaller podcast channels. It goes on there as well. So make sure you go and listen to those or share them to your mates afterwards. Tell them all about Earthworks Hub so they all join and join in the fun with us. That's it. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. So the first bit of news is a little bit of sad news. I seen it today on Instagram, or was it Facebook? Might have been Facebook, actually, sorry. But I did see it today, so a little bit of sad news, but also a good reminder about health and safety. So the first bit is a bit of sad news from Wiluna Mine in WA. So one of the mines in WA, they had a 32-year-old fitter employed through one of the labour hire companies die on site after being crushed by a truck. Apparently, the story goes, heavy rain had the truck stuck. He must have been under there trying to get it going again, and it moved unexpectedly while he was working under there doing his duties, and unfortunately passed away. So a bit of sad news to start with there, but this is the first time it's a work-related fatality in WA since December 2024. So it's not a massive time frame between, so it's not a good thing, but I suppose it's a long period. So first fatality since 2024. Condolences to his family and friends, and just a heads up to make sure that you always stay safe, guys. Take care of yourselves out there. Always be aware, man, especially with heavy machinery and that things can go wrong very, very quickly and get pear-shaped very fast. So that's a little bit of sad news to start off with, but let's go to a positive note. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about how a small excavation business or owner-operator business can compete with larger civil companies. Plus, I'm going to have Tom from Tedwards join me a little bit later on during the show to talk about his new Komatsu machine and all the attachments he got with it. So, speaking of Komatsu, there you go. Yeah, Tom's going to be joining me a little bit later on during the show, so make sure you hang around, guys. That's an incentive to hang around. It's going to be a good conversation. But I'll do all the formalities. I'll go through the topic. We'll open up to everyone for questions and stuff, so you can feel free to talk and ask questions during the show. And then we'll get Tom on to talk about his machine. So thank you to Tom for coming on and talking about it. So in between all that, Sydney Rockwalls has joined, Parker Excavations, Pumpkin Wren, Gray's Earthworks, James W Landscape, TP Civil, TR Society, Brett, how you going? Jodes has joined, T Excavations, Streamline Excavations, Martin Matenga, Josh Boa, C Live, I don't know, a whole bunch of people. I'm going to run out here if I keep reading out names. Bulldog Earthworks. Thank you, guys. All right, quick shout out to our platinum sponsor, sponsors, platinum sponsors. One being Earth Moving Warehouse, as you see up here on the wall. Big shout out to Earth Moving Warehouse, who went platinum last week, and also to Melbourne Tractors / Brisvegas. So 2 platinum sponsors there. Thank you very much, guys. Also, to all our other sponsors, they're all listed at the on the description. So if you go to the description at the end on the podcast, you will see all the sponsors on there. Or if you go to the Earthworks Hub website, on the front page, you'll find all the partners and sponsors on there. So thank you to all those guys as well. And there you go, one of them being Komatsu as well. So thanks for the hat. What else have we got? All right, and don't forget to use my discount code. With all these partners and sponsors, you can use the code EWorksHub and get discounts with all of them. So go in and use that. If they haven't got an online thing, or if you go in and you don't like using online, just mention Earthworks Hub when you go in there and you'll still get a discount. So utilize that. That's for you guys. Let's do it. Let's talk about the industry news. So the industry news roundup. First one being AgQuip. We had the AgQuip Expo on this week in Gunnedah. I keep saying that wrong. Gunnedah. Apparently it was cold and wet. So I don't know what the turnout was like. During the week while I was working, I went live with Ashton from Komatsu. He was there doing some demos. He was in the demo pit for Komatsu, talking about all the steak burgers and stuff they had there. So very interesting. But a little quick shout out to young Drew. So Drew, Cash Jobs Only, hashtag Cash Jobs Only, was representing me while I was away, so I didn't make it to the show. But Drew went around interviewing people. Well done to the little fella. I posted up one of his recordings, doing really, really well. So thank you to Drew. I haven't seen him join yet, so when he does join, I'll have to thank him. Let's go. News. Let me go over this. So I'll try and make it quick so we can get more time to talk to Tom. Okay, 2 bits of news. Brisbane Olympics funding for Brisbane has been organised. So, there's been a new agreement. The federal and Queensland government have signed an intro-governmental agreement which will guide how both of them will collaborate on delivering the Brisbane 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games. So there's going to be a ton of work up in Brisbane according to this. So there's $3.4 billion worth of contribution from the government towards the games, to all the infrastructure, all the new stadiums getting built and that. So there should be a shitload of work coming up in Brisbane over the next few years. So that agreement has been signed, and they're talking about organising all these new contractors and stuff. So that, look out for that, guys. If you're up in Brisbane, and that should be a load of work coming up soon. And the second bit of news, the contract has been awarded for the Lismore flood restoration project. So there's a joint venture between CMC Group and JF Hull Holdings. They've been awarded the contract to restore all the Lismore roads from all the floods. So this is, I did read here somewhere that, yes, it will be staggered over 3 years, so that reduces the impact on traffic and stuff. But yeah, there's $17 million of funding going into that. So the Lismore Council is putting that money in to get that project done. And that's from all the floods back in 2022. So they're going to start fixing all those roads that are broken. So there should be a lot of jobs coming up there as well. So if you're in excavation, look out for work coming up in Lismore. All right, so that's the 2 bits of news there. Let's go to the next segment. Listing of the week. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say listing of the week, it means on the Earthworks Hub website, we have a directory of businesses. So any type of business to do with earthworks, it could be vac trucks, it could be concreters, it could be earthworks, bulk earthworks, could be sales if you sell attachments or machines, anything, concrete pump trucks, anyone that's got a business that is earthworks related, you can list your business on earthworkshub.com.au on the website, and people can find your business and use your services. So go on there, earthworkshub.com.au, add your business to the listings. So we've got businesses on there, events. What else is on there? There's jobs. So you've got jobs vacant and jobs where people are looking for work. What else is on there? There's tip sites. There's all sorts of stuff. So don't forget, you can also use those tip sites as well. So if you're looking for where to dump material, go to the tip site section and it'll have a whole list of tip sites on there for all different states of Australia. And if you've got one you want to add to it, you can also add more. So let's help each other out. Put them up there. Let's use each other's services and put as much information up there for everyone to use as we can. So the listing of the week, the other bonus is, if you do list your business on there, you get the opportunity of perhaps getting it read out on the show. So extra advertising. So this week's listing of the week is Dirt Rock Civil, otherwise DRC, and they're in Cranbourne West in Victoria. They specialise in bulk earthworks, bulk haulage, rock construction, erosion control, all that sort of stuff. So you've probably seen some of their nice trucks floating around. They've got nice bright blue trucks and a whole range of other things. So that is DRC, and their trucks also say Dirt Rock Civil on the side and that. Good, clean machinery, good, clean trucks. So a good company overall. From what I hear, everyone that deals with them loves them. So being a Victorian myself, I do see them around a fair bit. So Dirt Rock Civil, the listing of the week. So there you go. They also do contaminated material handling and site remediation. There you go. I forgot to throw those two in. All right. Oh, we've had a few more people join in between. Where have we got? Record Time, one of the sponsors, as I was speaking about earlier. Bulldog Earthworks, TW Mini Excavations, RS Contracting, Mitchell Morgan, how are ya? HM Repairs, The Tube Works, Brenton Purdle, Jeremy Luke, Mountain Machinery, Pete Lacascio, Rock Cultures SA, how you going, man? All Access Earthmoving, Division Earthmoving, Innovative Project Excavations, and Jack Winburn. Guys, this is awesome. We've got everybody on. Don't forget, once I go through the topic, I'll also be having Tom from Tedwards on to talk about his machine, so make sure you hang around. What do we got? Okay, so the other thing is I have set new templates up for sale on the Patreon page. So for anyone that's wondering what the hell is he on about with templates, what I did is I actually created a whole bunch of templates and checklists to help everyone in our industry. So these are templates and checklists that I use them for running my business, and I thought, you know what, I should share these with everyone. So there's a few there that come included with your Patreon membership. So if you're a Patreon member, there's a couple of templates and checklists that are included with some of those tiers, but there's also some that are for sale for everyone. So you can actually go to Earthworks Hub on Patreon and go to the shop, and you can actually buy these templates. So they're only like $5 each. So you've got a whole bunch on there, like training matrices. You've got, what have I got on there? Swims, capability statements, a whole bunch of stuff. But what I have added today is a couple of new ones. So somebody mentioned JSAs last week, job safety analysis templates. They said, can you do one of those? So I have done that. So today I put up a JSA template, which is available for purchase on there. You can go on there and purchase that, or you can get them as a package. So I've got a contractor toolkit where you can buy a whole bunch of templates together in one. So the JSA one came out today, and I also did. So Alex from ADM Civil was asking if I can do a cut and fill volume calculator, so people can work out volumes for when they do the estimates. So what I did was, you ask and you get. So you ask and you receive. I did a cut fill volume chart, and I made a calculator using a spreadsheet, the Excel spreadsheet, which I have posted up as well. So now you can go on there onto Patreon. You can buy that calculator, and you can you use it to help you with your estimating. So when you're trying to calculate how much soil is coming out, I've got little drop-down sections where you can pick what type of material it is. Is it gravel? Is it crushed rock? Is it clay, topsoil? You pick that, then you put in how many meters you're pulling out, and it will work out what it's going to be in loose quantity, what it's going to be if it's compacted, and it'll tell you how many trucks you're going to need, all sorts of stuff. So I've got like a calculator set up there. So go check it out. Go to Patreon, look up Earthworks Hub, and then you can actually go to the shop, or you can go to the link in the bio for Instagram, or on the website. Go to the website and go to shop, and it will take you to the resources as well. So There you go. All right, so thanks. That was for Alex from ADM Civil. Very, very good request. And that also is free for the insider membership level if you become a Patreon member. So go and do it. Another reason to join. All right, Mr. Healy's joined us. How are you, legend? Let's do a little bit of a toolbox talk. So every week I do a little bit of a toolbox talk. So this is a bit of story time. A lot of the people love it when I do a bit of story time. So today's toolbox talk is going to be about an experience I had, and it's about, and this is what I'm going to talk about, it's going to be about cheap customers. So if you offer cheap pricing, you will attract cheap customers. And then cheap customers come with their own set of problems. So I saw a post somebody put up recently for, I think it was a plumber, put it up saying that if you reduce your rates and and you get overly competitive with your rates and try and reduce them to please people, your cheaper rates are going to attract cheaper customers, and they're going to be ball breakers. So I'll give you an example of that. So I was thinking about an example where I had that, and I can tell you right now a perfect story. So I had a small builder, just like a guy that builds a few houses a year, call me up. As one of the other trades recommended me. So it was someone that I'd either worked with or seen me on site somewhere, or someone I knew. But they recommended me. This guy called me up. Sounded like a nice guy, but immediately I had this bit of a feeling, and he started telling me about his current contractor was unreliable. They used to be really good. They started becoming unreliable. The quality of work started dropping. His equipment was starting to get old and kept breaking down, and it was delaying the build. And all this sort of stuff. So the builder was saying, man, I need someone to give me a chop out, and I need someone urgent. Like this guy was supposed to come and dig for me tomorrow, and now he's cancelled. So this other guy recommended you. Can you come down? So he needed me urgently. So I thought, you know what, I'll help him out. He's going to be a new customer. I said, look, man, I can shuffle a couple of jobs and get you in possibly not tomorrow, but the day after. And then if you really need me, I can probably come in on Saturday and try and get your project finished. And he was like all for it. Yeah, no worries, man. Really good. I'll do it. Yeah, do it. Then he started asking me about my rates. So I gave him my hourly rate, and he went quiet. Instantly, I thought, okay, there's going to be an issue here. So he started comparing my rates to his old contractor's rates. So he started saying, oh, you're $30 more an hour. And you're asking me for 7-day payments. This guy used to do it for 30 days and this and that. And then he was, trying to do this little sob story. But I thought, you know what? You're calling me because you're telling me about how this contractor was starting to be unreliable, has old machines, wasn't doing the quality of work that you expected anymore. And now when I've given you my pricing and that, maybe that's why he's like that. Maybe he actually... actually went so low, he was doing that race to the bottom thing that we talk about. So I assured him I'd be there on time. That's why everyone's recommending me. All my equipment is new. It doesn't break down. It's all reliable. I know what I'm doing. You won't have to even be there. If it's a site cut, just give me the levels. I'll sort it out. And I said, if you're already losing money on the project, let me come there and do what I've got to do. So he was still umming and ahhing and this and that. And then I thought, oh, look, I'll help him out. I dropped my rate a little bit, and then he started asking me, "Oh, can you waive the float fees? Your float fees are a bit much, this and that." And then I started thinking, "Oh, maybe I'll try and get him." And he started promising that usual thing, "Oh, I can give you plenty of houses. I'll do more. I've got another couple of projects coming up. You can make it up in those ones." So he got me on that. So I said, "Oh, look, man, I'll do it." So I sort of went against myself. From the first day. Jimmy Starbuck probably shared a similar story. I'll tell you what, it's so common. That's the thing. It's so common, man. From the first day when I got there, this guy was hovering over me, making sure I took the machine off the truck right on 7 o'clock, or even beforehand. Like he's like, "Oh, we're going to get going by 7. You've already got to be started," and this and that. He was out there watching me, hovering, watching what I was doing, trying to tell me what levels I've got to do, telling me to go, no, don't start on this side, go and start on the other side. Then I was boxing myself into corners, having to track back over the work I was already doing. He had all his mates turn up on their family and friends and that. Then they're all trying to tell me how to do my job. One of those things. Then obviously he's peed off all the neighbours because he's that type of guy. Neighbours were out complaining about the noise. Then I had council turn up, so the neighbours must have been complaining about something. The council turned up. Then WorkSafe turned up, so somebody was talking about that we were doing something unsafe and digging too close to their house, or I don't know what was going on. But obviously he's disturbed the whole neighbourhood, so everyone was ringing up whoever they could to make it hard for him, making it hard for me, obviously. And the whole time I was thinking I should not have taken his job on, man. I should not have taken it on. And I've even dropped my rates to help this guy out, and it's getting worse. So on top of all that, I finally finished it. It was an absolute nightmare. When it came time to pack up, so I finished the job, this guy left. He left the job site. All the temporary fencing was down. The road, I couldn't leave my truck there. I had to go and park it around the corner in another street because there was no parking. So I had to go get my truck. I had no traffic management. I had to load the machine on there. And I know a lot of guys on here will relate to this. So I'm loading the machine on there while cars are beeping at me because I'm blocking the road. Get it on there. Then I'm putting up all the temp fencing. Then I'm cleaning all the road by myself, trying to clean it all up and the footpath and everything. Locking the gates. He even had the tenacity to ring me and say, can you make sure you lock the gates? And then I'm like, man, you just left me in the lurch. And I thought, all right, I'll never work for this guy again, man. Crazy. Then, when it came time to pay, so I gave him 7-day payment terms. When it came time to pay, that's another issue. I sent him the invoice, gave him 7 days. You know, on Xero, it tells you when they open the message. So I could see he opened the email, so he did get it. I usually give a few days grace. If someone hasn't paid right on 7 days, I'll wait a couple of days and I'll call. So I gave him a couple of days extra. I started calling, no answer, left messages, started emailing, no responses. After a few more days, tried again. And then I finally got onto him, and then he starts. Oh, your rates are still a bit too high. I can't pay you until I get to the next stage, which is the next what do you call it again? The next payment stage. So he has to wait till he gets concrete down before he gets paid. All this stuff, yeah. And I was thinking the whole time I should not have taken his job on. Anyway, I finally got paid. Everything worked out. Then he tried to call me for more jobs. I said no way. So this is a great lesson that cheap pricing attracts cheap customers. So don't lower your rates to try and get a job. I know it's easy for me to say, especially when it's quiet. Everyone's probably thinking, oh man, I'll just take it on. But most of the time it works against you. So do not do it. If other people are already paying you that rate, that shows you that you're worth it. You're worth that rate. So if someone else is willing to pay for it, wait till you get them again. Wait till you get someone else that's willing to pay. Don't go for people like this because they become a pain in the ass. Anyway, that's my little story. That's my little our little toolbox talk. Let me have a bit of a drink. Thanks to Suntory, Japanese whiskey. No, they're not sponsoring the show, but they should. Yes, all right. So that's the toolbox talk for this evening. Yo, Pride Excavations, how you going? Yeah, ADM Civil is saying, yeah, grub. Sunbury Bobcat is saying facts. It's so true, man. So don't... And then RS Contracting is saying red flags before the project even started. Yeah, if you get any inkling they're going to be a ball breaker at the start, they are going to be like that the whole process. Hey, did you know that Earthworks Hub is more than just a podcast? On our website, you can advertise your business in the directory, see the latest news, and get discounts from our partners. You can also become a member on our Patreon, where you'll enjoy podcasts with video, exclusive content and behind the scenes, webinars, and chat with other members in the forums. For more info, go to www.earthworkshub.com.au. Anyway, yeah, Terry Pro loves a good story. I was saying that. And Jack Healy saying can't have the gold standard for silver coins. Exactly right, man. Exactly right. So yeah, don't go in cheap, man, because you're going to attract those cheap customers. Okay. Market Watch, job leads. The segment where we talk about jobs that are people looking for jobs, looking for operators and stuff. Anyway, all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I was reading that. Coastwide Mini saying, yep, I've had a few. Seems to be a lot in residential builders with no cash flow. Exactly right, man. Exactly right. Yeah, they've got to wait till they get their progress payment from their customer before they can pay you. Anyway, but they want you there today. Today, everything's urgent. Anyway, all right. So, so the Market Watch job leads. Here we go. All right, so let's go through a couple of things. So, Earth Moving Warehouse are searching for a sales rep to work in their Melbourne branch. Get in touch with Earth Moving Warehouse if you're keen to be a sales rep selling their attachments. and machinery as well. They sell Cato machines. United Civil Resources in New South Wales are looking for a GPS dozer operator. A to Z Traffic in Melbourne are looking for a team leader and more traffic controllers. So there's some work there. Ideal Corp are looking for excavator and truck operators in New South Wales and Queensland. So get in touch with Ideal Corp. Coastal Earthmoving, I don't know if he's on, I think he might be on here. Coastal Earthmoving is looking for a posi grader operator with UTS experience. So hit up Coastal Earthmoving. Bailey's Earthworks is looking for a project manager, estimator, to lead their basement excavations, their civil car parks and drainage projects across southeast Queensland. So hit up Bailey's. Also, TRS Civil Group are looking for an admin business consultant based in Geelong, Victoria. So it's good to see there's a lot more jobs. I'm noticing a lot more people advertising for operators and also for admin, estimators, project managers, team leaders. So hopefully that means that things are starting to get better. People are looking for, obviously, quoting more jobs and stuff like that. So things might be on the rise. Let's hope so. It feels like that. I don't know. It could be deceiving, but it does feel like things are starting to sort of pick up. I don't know. It's hard to say. What do you guys think? Tell me as well. Speaking of projects and tendering, James from Precision Environmental told us all a few weeks ago about a couple of critical websites that list all the tenders that are available for you to quote for. So he's actually listed those websites on the Patreon page. So if you become a Patreon member, you'll see that under the jobs section, under the tenders and projects section, sorry. So you can go in there and you can see what those websites are and actually go in and see what they're looking for. So thanks to James from Precision for that information. What else? So I'm going to get Tedwards on very shortly. I'm going to quickly do tonight's topic. So let's do listener topics. Two things. One, I've got one of our Patreon members is seeking an accountant with industry knowledge. So if anyone has a really good accountant they can recommend that has good industry knowledge, please hit me up and I will forward his details to this member. So industry, when people say they want someone with industry knowledge, it just means someone that deals with Earthworks companies and knows how it all works and knows how to look up, how can I say it? Like, for instance, you get your diesel rebates and that, so making sure that you're getting the best out of all that, whereas, some accountants don't even know about those rebates and that. So you want someone that knows about the industry and deals with people within the industry. So if you've got someone, let us know and I'll forward that on. The other thing is, Ben King, one of our Patreon members as well, has asked me to talk about how operators or small excavation businesses can compete with large civil companies. So I'm going to give you guys 10 ways that a small excavation business or an owner-operator can compete against these large companies. And there's a few ways you can do that. Coastal Earthmoving, there you go. I was just talking about you. You just joined. So I was just talking about how you're looking for a posi, and tell us if you're still looking for a posi grader operator with UTS knowledge. There you go. So maybe you can shed some light on that. But I did talk about a couple of positions that are vacant, and that one came up. There you go. So 10 ways that a small excavation company can compete with large civil companies. The first one is specialize or a niche down. So become a specialist or have a niche that you specialize in. Instead of trying to be so broad, specialize in something. So you might do like residential excavations or retaining walls or tight access jobs, or small scale civil jobs, not big ones. Or like you might do emergency response stuff, so like burst water mains or landslips and stuff like that. So specialize. Be like, for example, the tight access backyard pool dig specialist in your city. That way, you're competing against these large civil companies because the larger companies won't sort of touch that work. They want to concentrate just on these big civil subdivisions and big sort of road construction jobs. If you can have a niche or specialize in something, that's how you compete against them. And there's a lot of viewers on here that do that sort of stuff. I know there's a lot of tight access guys, a lot of pool diggers, a lot of guys that specialize in retaining walls and that. So the niche market is the way to make Big dollars. Just reading out Coastal Earth Moving's comment there, that's exactly right. Niche markets are the only way to make big dollars. Become that niche, that thing that people need, So even like, vac trucks, NDD trucks. I remember a mate of mine started an NDD company a while ago before they started becoming real popular, and he made mega bucks because he was the only one doing it. It was a niche. He'd go out and do all that sort of stuff. Yes, Dig in the Dig saying rock as well, man. Yeah, if you're the rock specialist or the rock boring, if you've got core drills, core barrel drills and stuff, you can do all the rock drilling that other people can't do. Sorry guys, I've been talking heaps. Alright, so that's it. Become the niche specialist. Number 2, build local relationships. Small companies can build stronger trust with local builders, homeowners, contractors and councils. Sometimes these bigger companies haven't got the ability to do that. And as a smaller guy, you can show up on time, answer the phone, you can do clean work, you can network with little local home builders, local landscapers, plumbers, electricians to get everything and give like a full package to customers. You know what I mean? You can attend local trade shows, do local advertising and that. So you can actually get loyalty from your local people rather than just some massive civil company coming in. Local people will prefer local owner operators. So relationships matter more than price in many of these small to medium jobs, yeah? So, and when you build relationships, it's more likely that you'll ride those waves between, when it's up and down. So like when it's really quiet, if you've got good relationships, people will keep you on and they'll call you. If they know that you've always been reliable, always turn up, always do quality work, that's when it all counts. When it starts getting quiet, these local customers that you have, the smaller ones, they're the ones that are going to keep calling you because you'll stand out. They'll always remember you. So that's that's my opinion on that. So yeah, build relationships. Hey Ado, how you going? Ado joined me during the week. He had an asbestos suit on while he was working. Good to see you, mate. Number 3, be faster and be more flexible. These big firms move slowly because of their bureaucracy, all their red tape and stuff. They've got to, like if someone calls up and wants something done, they've got to go through 5 steps before they even get a price. They're going to have to get a purchase order number. They're going to have to get, the admin person's going to have to forward them to one of the sales guys, and the sales guy will put them onto someone else. Whereas if you're a smaller company, you can move faster. You can quote quickly. You can start jobs straight away. You can make on-the-spot decisions. You don't need, like 5 levels of management to give you a decision. And you can tailor your service. You can say, I might work on the weekend to try and get this job smashed out. I might stay back tonight. Whereas big civil companies have 7 to 3:30. Everyone clocks off. Everyone goes home. So it's a bit harder for them to do this sort of stuff. And I can give you a situation where I was talking to one of my mates the other day who has a scaffolding business. And he started out on his own recently. And he started winning all this work. And what he's realized is that he worked for a larger company before going out on his own. And he's hearing about how quiet they are at the moment. They're not getting any work. But here he is on his own, and he's flat out, and he's making good money. And what he's finding is that all these builders that he's taking on and doing scaffolding for, every time they ring one of the larger companies, like where he used to work, they get someone on the phone. Oh, yeah, look, I'll put you through to one of the sales guys. Then the sales guy doesn't get back to him for 3 days. And then they're like, we'll see if we can fit you in and this and that. And it takes them like 3-4 weeks before they even get to the job, where this builder wants someone to come in and get the scaffolding done and go. So being a smaller company, for instance, my mate can get there and say, look, man, I can come and do it in the next 2 days. Let me finish these 2 jobs. I'll be at yours then. Turns up, gets it done, gives them an invoice, and it's all done. It's all happening. They don't need purchase orders, this, that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's better not to even worry about all these big, larger jobs. Maybe doing 5 smaller jobs will get you better money than having one big job where you get stuck on it for a long time, then you come off it and you've got nothing. So that is what I say. Being smaller, you can move faster and be more flexible. Number 4, offer competitive and transparent pricing. So a little bit similar to what I said before. A larger company might have set pricing, then they're going to have their estimator come in and talk about things. They're going to put it through to their engineer. Whereas if you're a smaller business, you can actually offer better value. You can tailor your pricing a little bit. You don't have to go through 5 levels of management, as I always say. You don't have the admin staff to pay. You've got lower overheads, so that means that you can actually give a better price. Doesn't mean you have to go in cheap, but it means that you'll probably be a little bit cheaper than those large civil companies. And you might go in and start off doing a small civil job and then get bigger and bigger. You never know. So offer competitive and transparent pricing. Number 5, market like a pro. You can use online and local marketing. Larger companies often neglect digital presence. So a lot of bigger companies won't bother with Instagram. They won't bother with like TikTok and all. They think that's a bit of a waste. But as a lot of guys on here have noticed, we can use this platform to actually advertise ourselves. So if you're smaller, you can advertise yourself, get a Google profile. That means you'll start getting more local work. You can post before and after shots of all your work, put it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can use AI technology, use ChatGPT and stuff to help you out. You can make marketing, make advertising and that using AI products, which is easy and free. A lot of times it's free to market yourself on Instagram, TikTok and all that. And you're doing free marketing. So yeah, market yourself like a pro because these bigger companies might not go that way. Number 6, deliver quality and safety. You can't outscale these larger companies, but you can outshine them. You can show how you're more precise. You're clean. You turn up with clean machines, and that they know, customers know who they're getting. You've got keep all your certifications, your insurances, all your safety paperwork handy. Make it all sharp. Communicate to the customer throughout the whole process. Whereas a lot of these larger civil companies may not actually communicate with customers. Don't keep them informed of what's going on, so the customers get a bit upset in that. So that's where the smaller companies can shine. Number 7, get repeat and referral work. So if you're a smaller company, a lot of times repeat clients will show loyalty. They'll stay with you, especially if they know that you're up and coming and you're trying your best, and you're always staying in touch with past clients. Keep calling them up. How you going? Oh, it's been a while since your last project. Do you need something? Offer little referral bonuses. Tell them that, you'll do something for them, or give them some, vouchers or something for keeping you on, or discounts for the future projects. Drop off little small branded gifts. Give them like a cooler or a shirt or a hat or something to give them reminders of yourself. Maybe at Christmas or Easter, give them like a bottle of whiskey or something, or wine or whatever, just to remember that you're there. And a lot of the larger companies won't do that, and repeat clients will remember that. They'll be like, oh, I remember Earthworks Hub gave us this stuff. He was a cool guy, did a good job. Yeah, we'll call him. So that's what you do. Number 8, use tech to run yourself lean. That means you can bring your costs down. So use things like GPS, fleet tracking, logging, fuel logging apps. Use digital timesheets. Use digital stuff like what Record Time offers. Automate your systems so that way you're bringing your time to do things down, which means that you can make the process quicker, and you can actually reduce your rate a bit to get the job. So you're not losing money, but you're making yourself a little bit more lean. Number 9. Hang on a sec, almost lost my screen then. Number 9, partner instead of competing. This is one that I always talk about. You can collaborate with other subbies. You don't have to have all the equipment. So as a smaller owner-operator or a small excavation business, you can still compete with these other civil companies by networking, collaborating. Get yourself a bunch of guys or a bunch of other subbies that you work with regularly with different types of equipment, and then come together and quote things, or get them in to subby them in for your jobs, so that way you don't have to buy all that equipment. Just use them, include that in your pricing, get the job done, and then see what happens with the next one. You might be able to collaborate on one of their jobs and you work together. So use other subbies for smaller pieces of jobs that you want to finish. Outsource it, like I said then. And get guys to do, and also, that's the other thing, yes, and you don't have to actually compete directly with civil companies. You can actually maybe join in with them. Sometimes the civil companies will want a reliable local partner, so you might be able to offer to work with those civil companies. And you might go in and dig electrical trenches on meter rates. You might do all their retaining wall work, all their fencing, putting in the bollards. You might be doing just the roads or asphalting. the sewer or the drainage parts, stuff like that, or even their landscaping. So you don't have to always actually directly compete with them. You might be able to jump in and work with those civil companies and still make good money. So that's what I always say. That is my 10 tips on competing with large civil companies as a small business or an owner operator. So let me know what you guys think. I did see some comments there. Very good, guys. Everyone was sort of putting some stuff in as I went. Thank you to those guys. But I believe that's the best way. They're the best 10 ways to do it. Record Time's giving me a thumbs up for giving them a plug. There you go. Hainers86 is saying, who knows where to find auger drill bit holders for a plant trailer? The only one I found is $250. So, you mean the auger drill bit holders like someone to weld onto a trailer? If you send me a message, DM me, and I will give you some numbers if you want. Yeah, send me a message, and I'll send you some details. He's found someone for $250. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound too bad, but it depends. Yeah, it depends on how many you're getting and stuff like that. Give me one sec. Streamline Excavations is saying thanks for that. No worries, man. All right, I've had a few other people join. Marshall Contracting, Allsite, Jack Healy's here. Powell's Creations, Streamline Excavations. Who else? Hainers Garefa, Earthworks, Ashy. Tedwards has joined. Here he is. He's here. What did I say? Ada was here. Yes. Nicola Draka. Who we got? JPG, G&T. Oh, heaps of people on here. Sorry, there's heaps. Okay, Jansen. How you going, Jansen? All right. Now, let me have a quick look. Have I got anything else? No, everything else is done. Just quickly before I get Tedwards on, if you haven't joined our Patreon club, make sure you go and check it out. It has a bunch of chat groups on there, so everyone can talk and chat about any issues they have, if they want any help with anything, if they want to ask questions. It's all about networking, helping each other out. If anyone's got jobs, anyone's looking for material, anyone's looking to dump material, anything like that, any maintenance questions, we have it all there in those different chat groups. There's jobs on there, vacancies, projects, all sorts of stuff. You've got all the templates on there that you can buy and checklists to help you with your business. So go check it out, man. And there's different ones. Actually, last week I put up a business class tier, which is a level of membership where it's for people that want to get a little bit of mentoring or be able to speak to me and have a chat about different ideas and what they want to do with their business direction, all that sort of stuff. And it's happening already. People are joining that tier. So thank you to everyone that's joined and congratulations on it. And we're going to be talking. We're going to be having monthly meetings. There's going to be group meetings for those people in that business class. And they're going to be able to chat and talk about the business and share ideas and stuff as well. So if you haven't looked into that, look into that membership as well. All right, so here we go. Let's invite Tedwards. Oh, here we go. 1 second. Hainers is saying, yeah, I need 2. It's only a bracket. Was hoping to find a cheap brand one I found in Bunyip, Victoria. Okay. There you go. If anyone can offer advice on that. Little Bear Earthworks has joined. How you going? Little Bear, I'm just about to invite Tedwards on. Hang on, let me just invite Tedwards because I have invited him as a guest for this evening. 1 second, we're going to talk about his new machine. There you go, Tom from Tedwards. Thank you very much for joining us.
No worries. Thank you for the invite.
No worries, man. No worries. I saw your post and I was like, he's got to tell us about this thing, man. We're gonna see what it's all about. So thank you. Thanks for coming on and talking about your new little machine. Let us know. Tell us. What did you buy? And let's talk about it a bit. Yeah, tell us what you got.
So I invested in a Komatsu PC55. And I got a Engcon tilt rotator on the end, EC206 with the integrated pincers. Also got a full set of buckets with it, pallet forks, and the EC oil grabs, which are all sort of EC oil through. And yeah, no changing of the attachments, like in terms of hosing, just sort of all independent, which is really good. And I put UHF in it, and that's pretty much it, really. That was sort of the goal, sort of to try and get something like that, which is pretty crazy. I know it's a 5.5. People say it's all a machine, but to me, like, it was a massive achievement. And yeah, it's everything I sort of wanted, and it's just a crazy setup, and it's perfect. So yeah.
Nah, nice, man. Nice, nice. I noticed you had all that stuff on there. That's the other thing I was going to ask about. Yeah. So, Komatsu, tell us why. So, like, why the reason I like to talk to people about it is just to work out like why they chose that machine, what it was that made them to go towards that rather than other brands, why that size, yeah, and why those attachments. So, tell us a little bit first about why the Komatsu machine. Yeah.
Oh, look, I just like the brand. It's the Japanese. They make really good products. So for me, it was very an easy choice. And I kind of wanted to steer sort of towards people that sort of use them a lot and they got good hours, less downtime. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me with that sort of thing, just because there's so many brands out there that sort of people pick and choose. And for me, I was just speaking to like people about reliability and support. And for me, Komatsu was the top tier sort of choice, which I had with my PC55, the smaller one. And I couldn't resist sort of going in. I traded that one in. I didn't actually sell that privately. I dealt with them directly with that, and the whole process was sort of really good. Brad, so good shout out to him, sort of organising that for me. And
Yeah.
yeah, so sort of it was just a really easy, clean process sort of to go and do. And for me, like it's just good quality gear. Like I've got a mate of mine that's got 3,000 hours on his and he loves it. And he's got a PC 138 and it's got 10,000 hours. Another mate's got Komatsu's and it was just a really sort of easy choice to sort of do. Like I looked at other brands and yes, they've all got their own sort of things. And but for me as well, the balance on the PC35 was the best I've found for the tilt rotator. I was on trackside maybe 80 to 90% with a full bucket, and I couldn't believe how actual stable it was.
Yeah.
Versus being on Atachi, for instance, and I had like a long reach with a normal hitch, and it was just not stable at all, and I didn't like it, and it was also electric, whereas Komatsu's hydraulic pressures. So it was just
Yeah.
sort of a different feel, sort of going through. But for me, obviously, the choice was, yeah, after being at a mate's one, I just couldn't resist sort of doing the same thing. And again, the trade in and everything sort of was just super easy. So I just couldn't, it was just all there for me. So it was just a clean transaction, really. So, yeah.
Yeah, nice, nice. They're good, man. I actually
Yeah.
did I've got a YouTube video that I did a while back, and I actually compared it to my Kubota U55. So I had
Yep.
the U55, and then while I was on site, they had the PC55 there. So I was like, oh, what an opportunity
Yeah.
to do a comparison. And I did a comparison, and
Yeah.
it's exactly what you say. Then I actually did one of my comparisons was putting the bucket out to the side
Yeah.
with a full bucket of dirt. And yeah, the Komatsu, I could almost put the arm all the way out towards the side
Yeah.
before it even started tilting,
Yeah.
whereas the Kubota just sort of started tilting after less than halfway.
Yeah.
Um, so a half extension, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. And trimming, yeah, like I did find that it trimmed very. So when I first jumped in, it was very slow compared to like the
Yeah.
Kubota and the
Yeah.
other machines of. Yeah, but what I realized is it made me a better operator. Like it made me smoother, slower. It made me slow down a bit and actually
Yeah.
trim
100%.
neater. Is that what you found too?
Yeah. 100%. Like it's sort of everyone goes, the first thing people say to my machine, they go, oh, it's very slow on the slew and sort of slow lifting. And I'm like, yeah, look, it is. But I've also got balance and I operated a bogey like from trackside, over the
Yeah,
edge, like nearly like 50% with like no like joltiness in the machine. And it was just, yeah, a chalk and cheese really, sort of when you compare sort of other brands. And I just, again, I asked people the question, same things, and I just took a punt and it kind of paid off. But I wouldn't tell everyone to do that, but it's just, yeah, do some research. But for me, yeah, sort of those little things I found sort of paid off. So yeah, you obviously got slow slew, but on the 35. But apart from that, like that was a great machine. Like I wanted to keep that, but it just financially I couldn't keep that one. Otherwise, it would have. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I imagine you would have spent a fair bit too with the tilt rotator on there and all and stuff. Tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about that. So obviously you've chosen Engcon. What was your decision making process for that too, man?
Oh, if anyone knows me, you know that sort of Encon's like I've been in Encon like following them for maybe like 17 years. So I've sort of known the product sort of in and out, and that's how I sort of for me it was the choice. Like Steel is really good and all that. It was just a personal preference with the product, the way the EC oil blocks work, the way the joysticks work, and those little ways I sort of did things. But it's just, yeah. Like now that's what I actually got a phone in the cabin to actually change the settings on things. But yeah, it was just sort of the way the rotator was a bit heavy, the way it was built, the grease points, and all the things are sort of how it sort of works. So yeah, for me, it was definitely sort of a personal preference of sort of choosing the Engcon over any other brand, really. So yeah, I
Yeah.
fielded them in the beginning, but I kept coming back to Engcon just for my own personal reasons and research. But yeah, through it, like what you find is sort of what you sort of get with certain things. And yeah, as I like went into the product, there was so much to sort of offer and what it can do. Like for instance, you can pretty much get the blade function on the joysticks and one of the rollers. You can put UHF, it's compatible. Like the features you can do are crazy. Like I think other brands could do it, but I know Engcon, the research I found with it can just blow your mind when you get into it. So
Yeah.
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 So
There
yeah.
you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so what's JR? They're stirring you up there. They're saying can't have a normal conversation with Tommy without mentioning Incon. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, there you go.
There you go. Actually, I got to say, when I did see you at DDT, it was at the Incon stand. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. ADM Civil is saying, and actually, this is the question I was going to ask. What other attachments are you rocking with it? So, what attachments have you got for the Incon and
Um,
for the machine?
I've pretty much got them all. I've got the asphalt cutter, the spreader bar, the sift bucket, grading bucket, 600, 450, 300 cable bucket, the ripper, the Intermercado hydraulic grabs with EC oil. Like, so there's obviously EC oil on the bottom of the 206. The pincers, and then I've got like the flower mulcher. Most of the other attachments from the other machine are compatible with the new machine because they're the same pickup, the Euro style S40. So it means like the rock saw attachment, the flail mulcher, and some of the other attachments, I don't have to actually change a head bracket. They're all the same setup, which is really easy. So
That's
yeah,
that's good.
I
That's
don't
good,
think there's
man.
anything else I can really get that in terms of attachments. Probably a 4-in-1 would probably be the only one I'd look at, but that probably just depends a little bit on weight and packing all the attachments in. Just because, like in the truck, I've got room, but like, yeah, you're just gonna run out of room with all the attachments. Like I can't fit them all in the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So I was,
also to the hammer and the auger, the other attachments as well. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
common ones.
did anything from the 3.5 fit on there, or did you have to get all new stuff? Like how'd you work that out?
So again, the S40 pickup is the same sort of style pickup for the EC204, which is what I had on the Engcon, and then now there's a 206, but they're the same pickups, like top and bottom of the rotator.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, the flail mulcher is the S40 pickup as well. The rock saw is an S40 pickup, and basically all my attachments that I was listed sort of before are compatible. So I just had to adjust. I had to sell obviously the Engcon grabs that were slightly smaller to get the new grabs, which are bigger. But if they're the same pickup, I could pick them up on either machine. So yeah, it's great sort of for me investing in this sort of Engcon product because it means I don't have to spend more money on going to get things, but it just means I have to update my uh the size of
As
the
it,
machine. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we've got a couple of comments here I'm reading. So Jack Healy's asking, are you going to EC oil on the hammer? So what does that mean? So you can actually just pick it straight up as well
Yeah.
without having to disconnect?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one personally. I have thought about it, but I don't know. You can like 100%. Like it just depends on the flow and how you want to run it. I just don't know if I want to because I don't. Yeah, like it could definitely work. I just personally, I don't think I will. I've got the hammer set up and just normal plug-in hoses. So where the line comes down, there's a T fitting, and the normal half-inch goes there, and then the hydraulic line goes down to the hitch. So and I've got
Oh,
sort of yeah. So I don't have a thing I can sort of show you, but it's sort of yeah. You've got sort
yeah.
of the T fitting basically, sort of that I plug for the auger and the hammer and the flail mulcher. You can run them with EC oil. You just have to check how much like hydraulic flow you need and the bar pressure and all those sorts of things of how they can be compatible. But again, like
Yeah.
I personally just run them, just plugging them in. Like it's just, especially in auger, like this, like picking up them. Sometimes you don't pick them up, and you got ECO blocks. Like it's two something grand or to fix them if they break, and then you don't have an auger. You have to manually plug them in anyway, and it's just for me it didn't
Yeah.
make sense doing it. But it'd be great, but I just personally couldn't spend the money on it. I didn't see the value personally, but it's yeah. If it's flowing,
Yeah.
like if you're doing it all day every day and you want speed or you quote it, 100% get them. Like you'll be 30% more efficient. Like it's
Yeah.
dramatically different when you've got EC oil, especially in like bigger machines because they're not as so precise when you pick them up. Whereas the 206 and 204, you've got like an edge like the hitch and in between the block, like 3 to 5 mil. So when you pick them up, you have to be very careful, and they are very easy to break. But it's just having the right operator sort of use them can be very efficient, and a lot of customers like it. Some people just see it as a digger, but the ones that see the value can just skyrocket with their work. So yeah, which I found personally. Yeah.
Yeah. Good, man. Good. Yeah, good explanation.
Yeah.
Atacama, Earthworks, you're saying the flow on the EC oil blocks are not good on that size for hammers, you're saying in
Yeah.
general. So he's probably
Yeah.
giving a recommendation there.
Yeah. Mr.
Record
Max knows
time.
his stuff.
Yeah, Max knows it. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Actually, Max has joined us on Patreon as a member as well. So well
Oh
done,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Record time is saying it's the second best decision after signing up for record time. I noticed that. You actually
Yeah.
have signed up with record time. How you finding it? Good?
Yeah, yeah. Curtis has been great. Like the product is phenomenal. I tell anyone to go and use them. Like it's been very helpful. The docket, the way they're sort of designed, everything is super easy. I've loved using them, and I tell heaps of people to use them. Like for
Yeah.
extraction, civil listening now, like yeah, I just try to get him on it as well. Like there's just, it's a really easy product, and it's just also covering yourself in case sort of things go wrong. Like I've been stung by 2 jobs in the last like 3 months about like not doing dockets, and I got cornered on one, and it's basically another document of insurance that can cover you for doing jobs. Like we set one up to do like an hourly hire contract agreement, and
Yep.
like one of them sort of states doing docker books daily, or if they don't, if they're happy just to get invoiced at the end, they just got to acknowledge it and sign at the bottom of that dotted point, and then just go through the other terms and just acknowledge all the rest. And sort of, it's very clean. They get a copy of it. It's black and white, and then that can stand up in court if it comes to it.
Yep.
And then you've got daily docker books if they want them as well. But I do them anyway if they don't want the um, if they sign the document and they sort of don't want the actual dockets, I do them anyway, just as a habit. And then if they get questioned anyway, you've still got proof, and it's, if you do it every day, it's lodged. And then you can go,
Yeah.
well, look, you did it, and you got photos on there, and you want to put videos. It's very transparent. And people like it too. I've had a few clients message me saying, oh, it's really good sort of having it, because then if something comes up, like we've both got copies of it, and it's just very easy for people to read. Like it's black and white. There's hours, there's times, the weather I put on there as well. It's just bits and bobs. So yeah, it all sort
Yeah.
of finishes up the job sort of nicely and clean, and everyone's happy, and they sign it, whether they're on site or not, and they get a copy, and it's just super easy.
There you
So
go,
yeah,
man. No, good, good. It's a good system, man. So for anyone that doesn't know
yeah,
what we're talking about, if they're going, what the hell are they on about? It's basically, yeah, the record time app. Basically, yeah, it's a bit of a software that you can use for managing your daily paperwork. So you can automate everything. You don't need to have all those docket books anymore, and that have it all on your phone on an app. You can send the dockets immediately to your customer. They can, sign them. They can see what times you've worked and stuff if they want to do daily dockets. You
mm.
can do your pre-starts on there. You can have your swims on there. You can
Yeah,
have your risk assessments for, like, you can have a QR code for each machine. You can scan it, and it'll give you, if a customer, sometimes you turn up the site and they say, oh, show us your logbook, show us your swing, show us your maintenance log for this machine. You can scan that QR code, and in record time, it'll give all that information there, man. So it's good, good. If you
yeah.
guys are interested in it, yeah, definitely give it a go. And record time, if you mention Earthworks Hub, they'll give you like a longer trial period. So talk to him. Yeah, talk to record time. Curtis is, he's awesome. Yeah, he's a top guy.
Oh
Happy to
yeah,
work
he
with you.
knows the product like you explained it. Like it's just, there's so many things I'm leaving out, and if you jumped on the phone with him, he knows the product just so well, and like it was so easy using it with him, and he just did it like on his computer, and it was just super easy. So I tell anyone to go and sign up with it. So yeah, and
Yeah,
again, it's digital. It's like it's right now. If you have a variation and you quoted it, you can do a docket right now, and you don't want to move on it. You get them to sign on their phone, and then you continue the job. Otherwise, you have to just do the job and just take your word for it, and just if it comes to the end of the job, be like, well, we didn't agree. Where's the photos? Where's this? And it's just so it's just making it so much easier to people to move on. And if they don't want to sign it, you know that it's just they're wasting your time. So then you just don't do the job. It's black and white. Like it's a very
yeah,
easy
yeah.
decision sort of doing it. So yeah.
Good, good, good. Yeah, there you go, guys. Yeah, so Record Time, it's called Record Time app. If you use my discount code Eworks Hub when you go and sign up, you actually get a good discount. So definitely sign up and see how you go. So on sign up, type in Eworks Hub. Marshall Contract is saying, is it compatible with my Obbing Zero? Yes, it is. It's compatible with Zero and stuff, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm not
Uh,
too sure. I just use
yeah,
it through the app, and then sort of I do all the settings on the computer, and then once they're sort of set up, I can just do it from my phone. But again, yeah, there it is, Zero. So
yeah,
if you
yeah,
speak to Curtis, like he'll tell you everything you need to know, and he'll tell you what you can and can't do. And if he doesn't do it, he'll find a way to make it work for you. Which is again, like it's just he goes above and beyond. Like it's just he's helped me out
yeah.
heaps to sort of find little details and that. And if there's like a little glitch, he'll come and fix it sort of straight away. So yeah, he's like I said, he's really good at sort of he knows his product.
There you
So,
go. No,
yeah,
good, good, very good, man. That's the way to go. And like I said on one of those points earlier, you got to try and lean your business out, try and lean things out, make it smoother and easier for yourself. Then that
yeah,
way you can actually reduce your costs a bit too. So, yeah, if you can alleviate having to do all those manual dockets and buying yourself docket
Mhm.
books and giving them to your operators, especially when you get operators too. Yeah, you got to like hand stuff out, chase them up.
Yeah,
Where's the docket? Where's this? Where's that? Yeah, if they do it all through that software, it's a lot easier. Yeah, so.
yeah.
Definitely makes your job a bit easier too, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
yeah. But Marshall Contracting, if you've got my, I'll definitely talk to Record Time, and I'm sure he'll find a way to incorporate it. I'm sure he will. Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, man. There we go. Beautiful, man. All right. So, what other attachments did you get with it? Did you get it? You said you already got the hammer, the auger. What else was there? You got the smudge bar. Did you say the leveling
Spreader
bar,
bar.
the spreader bar? Do you use that often? How do you find that thing?
Oh, it's so good. I tell anyone to get a spreader bar. Like it's just crazy. Like I don't use it
Yeah.
enough because it's just I haven't had the sort of the space to use it. But now that I've sort of got the bigger machine and sort of can fit it in the truck, like I'd use it all the time. Like for spreading like an area like to cut a driveway, I'd probably use a spreader bar over the bucket just because it's so quick. And the roller on the back just makes it so efficient, like trimming up. And then you exhale, you just flick it towards you. Just you've got obviously I think like the back, the middle, and the roller. I think it is. There might be another one in between. And it just
Yep.
as you cut, it's like a posi track. It's the same thing. So when you go to do it, it's just yeah. I I tell anyone to get them. They're just very pricey.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
know, I know,
yeah.
but it helps. It makes the
Oh
job
yeah,
quicker and easier. So if
hundred
anything, like I
percent.
said, leaning out, man, makes it better. Yeah. Cool, cool. That's good, man. And then, is that all you've got? Have you got other machines as well, or just that one?
I've got a little Yanmar 1.7 with all pretty much all very the hammer, sit bucket, set of buckets, auger,
Yeah.
rock saw, hydraulic grabs, just sort of all the basically all the stuff you can pretty much get with machines. Just because
Yeah.
for me, it's just anything you can use and not hire. Like it's just so much more efficient. Otherwise, you're always just hiring staff or trying to borrow, and I never for me I couldn't stand doing that like as much as sort of in the beginning you had to, but now I just rather buy everything and then just deal with it later and just work
Yeah. Yeah.
accordingly. So it just means when you've got it, you know, if it's there, you can charge it if they want it. So otherwise you got to wait and you're like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Like it's yeah. So I just bring
Yeah.
what I need to the job, and it's just everyone's happy and they want it. It's there. If not, it's what it is. So yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you get stuff around? Have you got like a beaver tail truck or something, or how do you get everything around? Because there's a fair few attachments there.
Oh yeah, well, it just depends on the job. Sort of when I go to sort of get them to site, like I've got a
Yeah.
job coming up where I got to do a trench, and I'll just take the set of buckets up. sort of thing and just tuck them right into the corner of the machine. Like I'm thinking about 100 mil off the headboard of the truck and about
Yeah.
50 mil off the tailgate, even though the bin's 4.8 long internally. And then I've got like a little pocket in the front where I can probably fit a hammer instead of grabs. So it's just sort of the big game of Tetris, but I wouldn't fit everything in. There's no way. I'd have to take a trailer if it's a long enough job. I'll just do trips and like take the machine there, do the job, and then get a little machine to put everything on the truck and take it there. So it just really depends what job's going on at the time, and I can sort of
Yeah.
fit stuff that I sort of need. And yeah, it's very sort of straightforward sort of thing. Yeah. Otherwise, you don't need everything. Otherwise, you'd spend all your time moving stuff around. So
I
yeah,
know, it's true.
yeah,
Yeah, very true, man. Very true. No, very good, man. Very good. And you chose. Why do you choose that size? So I know you said you had the 3.5 before.
yeah.
So why do you choose that size, or not? Why not go bigger or whatever?
So for me, like I'd love to go sort of a 14 tonner and have like the full Engcon setup, all the attachments, but it's just the rate and trying to chase the work and the scale of it and all that. For me, it just doesn't appeal sort of business wise, just because everyone's different. But for me, I'd just rather stay in the 5.5 size and down, and just do like real niche, tricky jobs like sandstone walls, tight access, landscape prep, and all that stuff in between. And it just sort of, yeah, like it's just a perfect size. I originally wanted to get a 5.5, but at the time, to do the move, I needed to buy another truck, and then I had to invest more, and it was just so much money at the time, and I just couldn't justify it. And even at the time with the 3.5, I was pushing it, but I thought I'd just do it anyway. And if it fails, like I'll just sell it and walk away. But it kept
Yeah.
going, so I just did the same thing. And again, opportunity arose with the trading in of the other machine, and I just took it and just ran with it, and just going to do the same again and just market well and do what I sort of need to do and just do jobs that I want to do basically and market well and go from there.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Good, man. Good. Yeah, I think it's a good choice, man. Very, very good choice. And like you say, if you already had one, you know how they go, and you're happy with it, so continue on it, man. There's no point changing a good thing
Yeah.
if you're on a good roll.
Yeah.
Very good, man. Very good, very good. And so for anyone that's interested, I suppose, what areas do you cover? Like what parts of the state do you cover? So if anyone's looking to hire someone with all the fruits, where do you cover, man? What areas?
So we're located in Glenorrey, which is basically in sort of Sydney in the Hills District, and I sort of cover like the Hawkesbury, the Hills District, North Shore, and sort of Northern Beaches. I don't really sort of go too much far from that, just because it like already like to go to like from here to like say Manly, say, is at least an hour and 20 minutes in the morning, and then by the time we come back, it's like an hour and 40 minutes. So it's already sort of pushing it. So at the moment, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get more sort of local work, which means sort of I can, yeah, tailor sort of the rural sort of property stuff and sort of do those sort of stone walls and property maintenance and scrub clearing. So yeah, so
Good.
all those
There
sort
you
of
go, man.
areas.
Yeah, no, awesome. So if anyone needs someone, he's got all the attachments, he's got all the fruits, as I say, got the Engcon and the light on there. So yeah, definitely hit up Tom from Tedwards if you guys are in need of a 5.5 ton machine, man. Oh,
Yeah,
appreciate you coming on, man. I know it's only a quick one, but we'll have to do a podcast soon, man. Tell us all about your business, everything else,
yeah,
and your
no,
history, how you got
100%.
there.
Yeah,
If you're keen on that, yeah, let me know, man. We'll do it. We'll
yeah,
definitely do it.
sounds good.
Oh,
All right, sweet.
excellent, man. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks very much for sharing, your experience with the machine, why you did it. And I hope
Yeah,
you guys enjoyed it too, man. So I'll let you log off and then I'll see if, I think Little Bear was going to come on. I'll see if he's still keen. If not, we'll wrap it up, man. But thank you. Thanks again, man.
yeah, sweet. No worries at all. Anytime. Thanks very much.
Have a good
Thanks,
week,
mate. You
Tom.
too.
I'll let you log off, man.
All right, thanks, mate. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Ah, there we go, mate. Can everyone still hear me? That was Tom from Tedwards. Nice guy, man. Legend. I met him at DDT face to face this year for the first time at the Engcon stand, but we did talk a lot on online and stuff in the past. So it was good to have him on. He just bought that Komatsu PC55. I'm always keen to hear about what people's decision making process is. You know, why they bought something, why they didn't go for something else. So it's good. I like to have them on for that, and hopefully that helps everyone here, all the listeners, also see what's involved in that decision making process. So I did have Little Bear Earthworks asked to join a bit earlier. Little Bear, if you're still on and you want to come on, let me know. If not, it's already after 9, so I might start wrapping it up. But if you are keen to jump on still, let's have a chat. I'll give him another couple of minutes to see if he responds. If not, guys, while he's deciding, or if he's still on here or not, while that's happening, I'll just give you a quick rundown. You can buy merch. So if you want to buy Earthworks Hub merch, just like these hoodies, like I've got, or if you want to buy hats or t-shirts or whatever you want, it's all available on earthworkshub.com.au. Click on shop and it will take you to the merch store. A whole bunch of stuff there, different types of hats, everything. If you want to use our discount code, eWorksHub, use that with all our partners and sponsors and you will get discounts. Go to the Earthworks Hub website, click on the front page, scroll down to partners and you'll see that. So you'll see everything going there. The Dirt Cartel saying, how's it going on your end of the island? It's still a bit quiet, but as I was saying a little bit earlier, I feel like it's starting to pick up a bit. A little bit of positivity coming through now. I'm noticing a lot of people looking for operators, looking for managers, estimators, all that sort of stuff. So I feel like that's a good sign because people are starting to obviously quote more jobs, starting to look for more operators. So I feel like there's a bit of action, a bit more action going. So yeah, that's sort of what's happening here. Dirt Cartel's up in WA. I did mention that there was a death in the mines there, in one of the mines today. I don't know when it was, today or the day before. They announced that this morning. So your condolences to that person's family. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be too bad. But yeah, like I was saying, go to our store to look at all the merch. If you want to join us on Patreon, make sure you go. So if you want to be able to connect with everyone in the industry, there's over 55 members already, more than 55, nearly 60 or so members there. So it's already increasing day by day. You can go on there, talk to a whole bunch of people, ask questions, help each other out. There's all different types of chat groups. You can also get access to a lot of templates and checklists to help you run your business. There's different levels, so you can start at like a $5 level, work your way up through to like a $60 a month level. So there's all different types. There's ones where, like the $60 one, you can do little interactions with myself and get like mentoring and help and assistance and whatever. So you can look at that. A whole bunch of things. Go to Patreon, look up Earthworks Hub Club and join it. You can't go wrong, man. And you can cancel any time. So go check it out, join. If you don't like it, worst case, I don't think anyone will leave, but worst case, you can always leave. So just go and check it out. What else? And all the podcasts, all the videos, everything I do, all the YouTube stuff, and that all goes on there first. So you also get to see everything first. What else was there? Yeah, go to the merch store. Let me go through my list because I keep forgetting this. Join the Patreon club. Become a partner or sponsor. If you want to be a partner with us, if you want to offer discounts to all the viewers and just be like an affiliate, if you want to become and offer like discounts to everyone, become an affiliate with us, become a partner. If you want to become a sponsor and have your name read out during the podcast, or if you want to have your stuff up in the back, send me a message and we'll talk. Make sure you subscribe and follow on all our platforms. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify, Apple, everything. We're on every platform you can think of, except for Snapchat. I haven't gone onto that one yet. I'll have to look into that, but I've got too many to run at the moment. And go on and list your business on Earthworks Hub so that everyone can find you and use your services. So, yeah, definitely utilize Earthworks Hub as much as you can. I'm here to help, here to get everyone and connect everyone. That's the whole point of it. So, yeah, what else? That is it. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's session. Thank you very much to everyone that joined us this evening. For anyone that's joining us during the week and listening to this, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you all on the next episode. Take care, guys. I'll see you all on the next one.
Yeah.
For trucks, obviously. On the lot.
He became steel resistant.